What's up, Love Livers? I'm BS Anime, and it's time to go over for the third poll for Aqours as voted by you guys. If you still hadn't a chance to vote in the Mizu or Nijigaku poll, they are currently up. I'll keep the Nijigaku poll up for a bit longer before I close it. In this poll, I have my viewers rate all the girls from Aqours from 1 through 9, where 1 is the best and 9 being the worst. As a disclaimer, this poll only has 371 votes, so keep that in mind. This is not the official poll, but at least this can give you a pretty good insight of what people think about each girl. So let's see how they perform this time. In 9th place, with an average of 5.74, we have Chika Takami. Chika is still in last place, and she's always been in last place for all 3 polls. Though she did improve every poll, so I guess she's still at least improving. Chika improved the second most from last poll, so that helps, though it does not help that she has the least amount of first places with 15. Her most common placing is 7 with a whopping 81 votes. At least she's reasonably close to 8th place this time. In 8th place with an average of 5.612, we have Ruby Kurosawa. Ruby started with a 5th place and then got 6th place and now in 8th place. Ruby had the largest increase in average since the last poll, causing her to move down a lot in the overall rankings. Ruby had the second least amount of first place votes with 26. Her most common placing is 6th place with 82 votes. She also has a lot of 8th place votes with 61, so overall not a very good showing for her, and we'll have to see how she will do next time. In 7th place with an average of 5.54, we have Kanan Matsuda. So Kanan finally got out of 8th place. This is possible since she had the second most improved from the last poll, and well, also because Ruby kind of bombed in the rankings here. Kanan still had the third least amount of first place votes, the second most last place votes, and a whole 67 votes for 5th. Beyond that, she still had a good amount of votes towards the worst placings, which caused her to get a pretty low placing, but I guess good enough to avoid 8th place. In 6th place, with an average of 5.11, we have Yo Watanabe. Yo started the polls with a 3rd, and now she's in 6th place. Her average has only gotten worse. She has the most 8th place votes with 64, but she does have the least amount of last place votes with 30, which is shared amongst 2 other girls, so that definitely helped her staying away from towards the bottom of the rankings. Her votes beyond the 8th place are otherwise a little concentrated towards the center, which causes her to get overall near the center in the rankings. In 5th place, with an average of 5.04, we have Dai Kurosawa. So Dai has maintained her 5th place, but she does not move up, just barely missing it though. Dai's votes are very spread out except for one placing. She has a very heavy concentration on 4th with 74 votes. Her next highest is 44. So I guess a lot of people have designated her to be the 4th best girl for whatever reason that may be. But this is definitely pretty strange to see so much concentration in one place that's just kind of in the middle. In 4th place, with an average of 5.03, we have Riko Sakarachi. So Riko barely edges Daya, and that's due to her having the most improved average from the last poll. Riko's most popular placing is 3rd place with 57 votes. Beyond that, it's pretty spread out. I guess there's a decent amount of 2nd place votes, but really beyond that, maybe there's a decent amount of 9th place votes, but it's a pretty equal spread otherwise. In 3rd place, with an average of 4.75, we have Harumaru Kunikida. Zuramaru secures 3rd place again, but she did not go higher because of one thing. Harumaru has the most last place votes with 60. Furthermore, that's her most common placing too. That's insane that the 3rd place overall has that most amount of last place votes. Otherwise, she does have the second most first place votes, so I guess that definitely helps even it out. But it always makes me wonder, what place could she gotten if she wasn't devastated by having the most last place amount of votes? And why is that? You'll see soon enough. In 2nd place, with an average of 4.35, we have Mari Ohara. So Mari gets 2nd place once again. She also has the least amount of last place votes, like with Yo. She has the most 3rd place votes with 77. She is also tied for the most 2nd place votes. But of course, the shiny girl did not win. Her lack of 1st place votes brought her down. and that is definitely the reason why she could not claim first. But who did she lose to? The winner of the third Aqua poll goes to the idol who captured the most hearts. The one who won over fans with her style, voice, and quirks. The winner is the one who calls you all little demons. The winner is Yohane! So congratulations to Yoshiko Tsushima or Yohane for winning this poll. She wins with an average of a 3.83, which is a really good average. Her average is far better than the rest. She has an impeccable 98 votes for first. That's a first from 26% of voters, or about a quarter. She also had the most second place votes, tied with Mari. And on top of that, she had the least amount of votes for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th place. It's just a complete and utter dominance by Yoshiko and Yohane, and now you are all condemned. So now let's look at the demographics of the viewers. I have asked for gender, age group, and country, so I'll look at who is the favorite and least favorite from each demographic. Just as an FYI, the ones that I highlight in red got the worst average in that sector. Brown or bronze is third best, gray or silver is second best, and gold or yellow is the best for that section. The first section I'm looking at is for gender. So for males, nothing too surprising. Riko did get second though, and Hanamaru and Yo did a lot worse. For females, Riko is not liked that much by them, but Hanamaru does do a bit better here. Just overall, we see Yoshiko and Riko get a lot more love from the guys, while females tend to give more love to Hanamaru and Yo, and not so much to Riko. Next up, we have countries, which I will separate here, but this is just overall a spread if you're wondering how many people came from a certain country. So let's start for the US, and since I was asked last time, I'll split the US into US males and females. It's just for the US because I guess why not? It's the country that I am in, and that's where most of the voters come, so we can definitely analyze that a little bit more, and especially other countries. So why not? So for US males, Yoshiko gets an astounding average of near a 3, but Hanamaru gets last overall. I see why Hanamaru got the most amount of last place votes now, because for some strange reason, US males don't like Hanamaru? It's really odd. I didn't see that coming, but I guess that's what the results say. Ruby also does a bit worse too. For US females, nothing of note compared to females overall. I guess Mari does a bit better, but that's about it, I would say. For Europe overall, Hanamaru takes the cake while Kana takes last. She actually got a 7th overall. Isn't that shocking, instead of getting a 9th? And Mari does take a bit of a hit, and Dai improves in a little bit. For Asia, Dai takes a huge hit. It's kind of odd, I figured Asians would like the traditional Japanese girl, but maybe I'm wrong. They also did not like Mari that much, either. But they definitely like Hanamaru a lot. Almost as much as Yoshiko. So overall, I found that US males don't like Hanamaru, I guess. Europe, it varies a bit overall from the actual standings, and Asia does not like Dai or Mari as much. But don't worry, I like Hanamaru, guys. I got it covered. For age, we hit the 10 to 14 age bracket. We have Mari, who actually claims this one. Sillier characters often do much better for the younger people, and Mari is definitely that kind of character. Hanamaru and Ruby are also appreciated by this group, and Dai not so much. For 15 to 20 year olds, we have Ruby, who gets completely owned. Okay, not really. Chika does get a bit more love though, and that's really about it. It's pretty close to the actual standings, and that makes sense since that is the general age demographic of Love Live. For the older viewers, including me, Daya and Riko get more love, and Chika gets less love. And that's about it that I can really see from the older voters. So overall, I noticed that a lot of young people like mischievous or goofy characters like Nico or Mari. We'll have to see if that's true for Kasumi in the next poll, but that generally seems to be a trend. For subunits, I know some people like to see what happens if I try to group all the subunits. I did not officially ask people's votes on the subunits themselves, but I just grouped the characters from the subunits into here and get an overall average. So overall, we have Guilty Kiss who wins. That's definitely not a surprise. Azella's in the middle and Saturn loses. It's just how I expected, and that's how most people will say. A lot of people are Guilty Kiss fans. Here's an overall view of all the stats for you guys to look over. This is available on my Google Sheets if you wish to look them over. Check them in the link in the description if you are interested. As I promised, I'll list all the participants here. Thank you to all the participants. Thank you to all that really participated. I'm really appreciative of everyone who put their time and effort into this. And of course, I'm starting to recognize some of you guys, especially because you keep voting. So I'm really appreciative to the ones who keep voting on every single poll here. And of course, thank you to all that put a lot of effort in the comments. And yes, I managed to fit this in here. But my god, I had to shrink it a lot. But I went and read through every single comment. And I'm really appreciative. And I know some people really like this. So yes, I'll keep doing it. And I do appreciate the kind comments that you guys give. And I love seeing your reasoning behind a lot of your decisions. Once again, thank you to all the participants, and double thanks to all of those who gave the demographics. It's really cool to see the trends amongst the groups you guys belong to, and I got a lot more people to vote this time, so I'm really happy to see that. So of course, as this is one of my videos, I have a new poll open, Aqours poll number 4. This time I will have you explicitly vote for these subunits, so make sure you indicate your subunits. So I'm actually having you say what subunits like rather than me trying to draw trends from just grouping all the girls. Of course, this will be the same thing for Muse, and we will eventually have Nijigaku coming up soon enough. Thank you for watching, and voice your opinions in the poll. If you don't agree with these rankings, let your opinion influence the polls. The more the merrier. Get your friends to vote as well. All the polls that I mentioned will have the links in the description, so please participate in all of them if you are interested in that. Stay tuned for Nijigaku's results, as they should come soonish. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.